Alrighty. That's looking pretty good. Woo. We are in Animal Crossing tonight. And tonight, I have something important to show you guys. Now, I don't normally indulge in much personal topics while I'm streaming, but tonight I thought I would share something special. You see, I, in Animal Crossing, happen to have what's called a red room. And in this red room, I've just installed a swing, and I wanted to show you guys. So let's just go on in and check it on out. Let's see my red room. Ho ho ho! What a beautiful swing it is. Proud and free like the motherland. I'm just tearing up a little bit. Holy. I'm so proud. I'm so proud. The reason I'm so proud is because this beautiful artwork, which you see before you, was created by none other than me using my very own custom designs. Now, let's stop the music for a little bit and we're going to talk design. So, as you probably know, Animal Crossing is equipped with the design app, which allows you to make your own designs. I have gone ahead and I've downloaded some excellent Danny DeVito, Aesthetic Pepe, GameCube, Surprise Pikachu, Nick Cage, Untitled, which is the Doge, Sonic. It's just behind my fat head. Let me move it out of the way. We got Eevee, Chungus, Dap Boy, and Bold and Brash, and of course this one is by me. It's our flag, as you know. So, what we're gonna do today is work on coming up with some more masterpieces to add to that collection. We're going to be doing a combination. We're going to be diving a little bit into both just classic designs and pro designs and seeing what we can come up with. I've got the melon shirt that I have with my Minecraft character, which is pretty dope. But for now, I'm going to stick with that green hoodie I had on. The first thing I wanted us to work on was actually a bit of face paint. See, I was inspired by my favorite actor, and I'm sure it's your favorite actor as well, Jared Leto, and his famous, renowned portrayal of the Joker. We're going to be, not DIY recipes, we're going to be doing a custom design because we could do face paint. And if you remember, my gate, I can't do custom designs when my gate is open? Well, this is a big bummer. I was hoping to leave my gate open so people could come in and have a look. But if I can't do designs while the gate's open, no point. We're going to delete the dodo code. No visitors today. Maybe a little bit later once I have some stuff made, we'll open it back up. But for now, close that gate because I want to make some art. We'll close up that art, and we're going to be doing the damaged forehead tattoo from Jared Leto's Joker. Oh, hey there again. What can I do for you? Please close the gate. Alright. That's what I call service for Morville here. Orville. What a legend. Now, let's head back to the house, and we're going to get designing. I already feel the art in my fingertips, and I'm sure you can as well. We will rush back to the house, and we're going to get going. It's a cursive damaged across his forehead, so we're going to have to figure out how that's going to all look. So let's get the designer app open once again, and let's work on changing this design. So we're gonna use the view for a forehead. I'm gonna move myself up here out of the way while we do this, and I'll bring this with me. Whoop, there we go. All right, so I'll be up here so we can have a good view of that little face. So we're gonna do damaged, and I believe the top two, yes, should be perfect. So damage just across the top, and the rest will fill in with the clear. So let's do that right from the start. Open up the clear tool, and let's just erase everything. This will be a little tedious, but we shouldn't take too long. Just to clean this all up. And big swipe across. And one more. And that is a clean face if I ever saw one. Clean shave. Not gonna cut myself today, no sir. Let's switch back to this fine little pencil. And let's start planning out how this damage is gonna be written. Now, I might not be able to get all the nuances of the cursive that Jared Leto's Joker does. Because nothing says nuanced like damaged on your forehead. So let's go ahead and just plot out where the letters would be. Let's just write them not cursive, just like as you would write them. Let me do that. So let's say it's a D. And let's do lowercase for the A. Maybe I have to do capital A, because I don't know if I'm going to have space for this. So DA, this is very rough. This looks like an N, not an A. But let's say that is an A for the sake of this. Damaged. D-A-M-A-G-E-D. Oh, we can get a beautiful E. Yeah, we're going to use capitals for this. This isn't going to fly lowercase. Oh. I think we're going to have just enough space to get this done. I'm loving it so far. So, let's start cleaning this up, starting with the D. If we're going to do all caps, we're going to have to make everything a little bit taller. So let me just erase some of that. Actually, we can keep everything, I think, at this height. Look at M. Another A. Oh. I think things are going well so far. We're going to get this Jared Leto forehead done very quick. So let's get the G. Oh, that is a G if I've ever seen a G. Actually, it might need to be one higher in the end, because to do the E properly, I might have to raise everything up just by one. So let's see how that looks if I pull everything up by one. Alright, so let's just start pulling things off. Let's make a bigger hole in the A, the M, delete. Actually, I kind of like that M filled in. How does that look on the forehead, though? It's a little nicer, actually, filled in. Bigger hole in the A. That looks like a C. Can't do that. Damaged. And the D, we'll do another big boy D, which will cut right to the end of the page. But actually, that shouldn't be too bad. Damaged. Yeah, that's pretty good, all things considered. So let's go ahead and erase everything else. And we can see how this bad boy might look on my actual forehead. We'll just take the big erase and sweep right through the top. Marvelous. Up high, yeah. Ooh. I really should have filled this in a solid color before I did this so I can actually see what I'm erasing. I'm using the where I can see the white, but I'm not 100%. Maybe I should have just erased everything first, but you know, live and learn. Holy, this is looking fantastic. Maybe I'll get hired for makeup on the next Suicide Squad. DC, hit me up, hit me up. I'm free for a little while. I think that's a done if I've ever seen one. So let's go back. And I think the name for this should be Subtlety. Because it's a subtle touch, the damage on the forehead. You know what? Let's not do Subtlety. Let's just do... how do I spell Jared Little's last name? Is it... I think it's just one T. It's called a Leto. Leto sounds good. Damaged. Right on the forehead. So let's try this on. Give it a wear. Face paints. And if I look at myself, I can't see it. So what I'm going to do... Let's start working on my Joker look. So out of all the clothes I have, I think the tweed vest, it's a little Heath Ledger, that vest. I don't have much purple stuff. I could go with the ballet outfit, but I don't think that's Jokery enough for me. Maybe the boa blouson, I don't know. Kimono? Maid outfit? But no, I think we take off the glasses. I think we take off the doctor's mask, and I think we take off the hat. Pants. Oh, the black pants seem like the ones. Yes, there we go. Ding dong. Says, hi Nikki. Nikki's in my chat. Give me a ding dong. I'm just working on some art. I'm an artist. And of course, we need to change up my look. Let's get as pale as possible. And we need to get some nice Leto hair now. That's pretty close. What else do we got going on? Anything? Oh, I like this because you can see the whole forehead. It's not that spiky. Yeah, it's not that. Jared Leto's Joker. It's all slicked back. He's got like the... That's the closest thing so far. What else do we got going on? Any more slicked back? No. I mean, that's, the close shave isn't bad either. But I think it was this one that was the best one I got going right now. Oh, but wait, let's change my face up a little bit too. If we're at it, we might as well, see what we can do with the rest of it. So what kind of eyes can I get? I need something kind of crazed. Oh, I like that more. That's pretty good. That's pretty good. Okay. Yeah, I'm feeling it. I'm feeling it. A little bit of blush, a little pink blush. And we got the face paint exactly how I want it. Perfect. Wow. This is all that and everything I'd ever imagined. I'm loving it. And so now that we've equipped ourselves with our Joker outfit, I think it's time we start working on coming up with a bit more. A little bit more. Let's get our Nook Miles first. I need to sell two, I think I missed it. Yeah, it's 7 minutes past 10. I'm not going to be able to sell my weeds anymore. What a damn shame. We'll move on to our next art piece. Although I actually just really quickly want to see with the face paint. If I could just move it up or down a little bit. I think actually right where it is okay. Alright. So the next thing on our list, as you can see my nice Kami coffee cup right there, we need to rearrange the red room. The swing in my red room is a great addition. It adds fun for everything, but I think I need a kitchen more than anything else. And so we should pack this up and start working on decorating a kitchen. Let me grab some wallpaper that I want to use. Pink flooring, pink walls. We'll keep the Kami flags for another time. So place on wall, place on floor, place vertically. No, place horizontally. Well, there now. Let's leave it at that. So very pink, and I like that for the kitchen because it's going to go well with the table and the chair I have out there, which I'm going to move into the kitchen. We're going to furnish nicely before we start working on our next art piece. Because I think we should use the art for furnishing. Upgrading some of my things, like my bed. My bed, I like the watermelon. It's very good, but I think it could be better. And so we're going to work on coming up with that. But first, let's start furnishing this room. So we need... Start off with the table. Place that item. In fact, if I'm using this mode, can I pull items out of my inventory? Hold on, wrong mode. Pockets, perfect. Okay, chair comes down. And we will pick that up, then flip. Now let's get another chair. Wood block chair. Beautiful. This is already looking a lot like a kitchen. Can I get this more centered? I can, I think. Oh, beautiful. Much nicer. Alright. And so like any good kitchen, we need to get some appliances together. Now, let's go into our storage and see what we've got going. Gas range, we need. That's a must for any good kitchen. Let's see what else we got going. We need the commie mug back on the table so I can think about our great leader Stalin while I enjoy my lunch. Do you have counters? Well, okay. I might not have counters, but those are a little overrated for a kitchen. Every kitchen has counters. My kitchen is a unique and special kind, and I don't think I need counters. Well, safe to go board. Water cooler? Yeah. You need that in any kitchen, so you can have your water cooler talk. A little bit of gossip around the office. Pink blender looks really great. And the microwave also looks great. I need counters to set these down, don't I? Microwave on the stove? I like it. I like it a lot. Things are already looking so good. Anything else I can get in here while I'm at it? A knife block? Okay, we'll put that on the floor. Picnic basket, I will save for later. I think... Oh, yes, this too. The revolving spice rack. Oh, and of course, the most important, the piece de resistance, the rice cooker. I'm going to tell you guys, I'm going to put that dead center of the table. I'm going to move the mug. The mug can go, mug goes on the stove. I'm going to tell you guys about rice cookers. I really like plain white rice, and my friends think I'm a freak because of it. And I think that's a harsh and cruel statement, but nonetheless, I respect their opinions. But I'm still going to enjoy my white rice. I think white rice is very tasty, and I don't have enough of it at home. So, I'm going to live out my white riceless life vicariously in Animal Crossing with a delicious, delectable rice cooker. Let me move that, actually, off this. I need to access it so I can open it up and close it. Right to there. Yeah, let's flip that around. I'm going to live vicariously through Animal Crossing with some hot, steaming rice. That's what I like to see. I'm going to keep hitting the wrong thing, aren't I? And so now that I'm moving that, let's just throw the knife up here and some spice up there. And that's a kitchen if I've ever saw one. The blender can go on the stove. Alright. And we finish. Perfect, perfect. Things are looking great so far. And so now let's work on finding some more furnishings for this house. Finding things, I say, but what I really mean is crafting them. Let's open up the station and... Hold on, Nook Miles. What am I getting this time? Oh, for hoarding. For putting furniture in my house. I don't mind if I do. So now let's go ahead and open this up. Let's craft. I want to look at houseware. I'm looking for things that I can, like a nice bench of some kind or a shelf. I could use a plain sink in the kitchen, a nice kitchen sink. That would be good. Now I have this ironwood kitchenette, but to make it I need ironwood dresser and a cutting board. And I don't have either of those two things. I could do a hearth. I'm not sure that exactly fits though. Ironwood work table? How big is that? That's 2 cross. That could work. I could just set things on top of it. It's hard to say. Maybe I should come back to this and instead we can work on decorating the town a little bit. Now I have another clothesline. Well, I have it right here in my storage. Let me pull it on out. I'd like to put this somewhere in my town, but before I do, I want a nice new shirt to hang on the clothesline. And so I think it's time we open back up our designs and we work on creating a new one. So let's work on designing a nice shirt to hang in my town that everyone can see. I need a good idea about what that shirt should be. Oh, hold on a second. Well, let's fill everything in with solid clear. Actually, I just need to do the center, don't I? And then I can just use the fill bucket for everything else. That should work fine. Oh, keep editing. Switch this up. Beautiful. All right. Now let's switch back to the pen. I think what I want to do is make the crying laughing emoji. So actually, instead of red, let's switch back over to the fill and do blue. And then I want yellow. I think the crying laughing emoji is where I'm going to stay for a little bit. It seems like the right call. Is this dead center? I think this is dead center. Oh, now that's an emoji shape if I've ever seen one. And so what we'll do now, we'll switch back over to the small circles. Now crying laughing emoji, I believe, is the little eyes inward symbol. So let me have a look. We're going to pull up a reference image. Like any good artist needs, you need a good reference image. So I'm going to plop this right down into the stream so you guys can see what I see. We can be one. This is my reference. We're going to be working on that bad... Hold on, I'm pointing the wrong way. That bad boy. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. That guy. That guy. Looking good, that guy. Alright, so... what we want... This emoji... The eyes are quite big, and they're a little closer to the sides. I don't know if it should be there. Let's try it like that first. 3 from the sides. And then we're going to switch over to the pen. And we'll do black to get these little pupils. And the pupils are like dead center. So he's like... he's looking a little insane. Okay, okay. I think we should do an odd number instead. I think odd number would look better. Because then I can have dead center. I can have the black. And I don't have to have it... I can have a little bit more room around the edges. So a 3 by 3 with 1 black in the center I think should be okay, but let's pull it up higher. So it's all on the same line. And so if we're on this side, actually pull back there, and then we pull the white back out, and we get it right to there. Okay, okay. So that's pretty good. I realize the blue background's going to cause a problem trying to get these little tears coming off the side of the face. I also think maybe I should have the eyes a little bit more filled in, but we'll leave it like this for now and we'll come back to that. And so we have a little bit of brown to get a little bit of a curve going for the eyebrows, and they kind of like curve across the face. This looks a little too wrong, but we'll run with it for now. We'll see where things go. We're gonna have to fine-tune this quite a bit. As you can tell, I am an artiste, and I make little mistakes, but never anything major. As the great Bob once said, there's no mistakes, only happy accidents, and I have a lot of happy accidents while I work. But that's part of the fun. Part of the fun. People always say, I love all the fun you put in your work. And I go, thank you. And actually, let's do black instead of brown. Oh, this is terrifying. This is putrid. I love it. So yes, we can definitely afford to make the eyes bigger and lower on the head too. Let me pull down the mouth in its entirety, and we gotta smooth out that curve. It's a very steep curve I got going on right there. It's looking bad. So let's bigger here, then 1, 2, then 1, and then at that point it's gonna be covered by tears, so it doesn't matter anyways. And we just fill that all in with that. Perfect. And so on top, we are going to pull that in and pull you down. And you need to become black. All right, there we go. We're going to get some nice pearly whites in there. Chip Skylark, not Chris Skylark. Chip Skylark's going to be pleased. We got our shiny teeth coming right in. Go even a little lower there. Nice. Oh, that's nice. Except his mouth should be wider. Although I guess it'll look wider when the tears are covering the edges there. So if I get this nice darker blue. Oh, there's a nice undo button. Perfect. I should use that more often. All right. So for the tears, we get colors coming right. Oops, wrong blue. Coming in right to there. There. Oops. And we're gonna start coming right into the face. All right, we're gonna have to really redo the eyes. The eyes are a little insane looking. And not that there's anything wrong with that. I'm not feeling them the same way I'm feeling everything else so far. The smile I'm enjoying. Might need to be a little bit wider on the bottom. Because the tears I think might need to be a little bit bigger too. If we pull this shit out to 3. That's much better, I think. And so then down here too. 1, 2, 3, 1, 1, 2, 3, 1, 1, 2, and 3, and then pull them back in and up. Let me switch us over to the fill tool. I'm just gonna fill in the other blue with clear because it's like a little too annoying to work with the two blues on top of each other. We'll switch back into the yellow, and we need to figure out how to curve this inwards a little bit. I think the eye needs to be sitting like right there in order to really work to get that curve going. So let me shrink that down, and we're gonna put a lot of white around. We'll come back to that. That's a little too big, so let me shave off the top. Oh, there we're going. We're going now. We're cooking with gas. And the eye. I hate that it makes it a diamond. I wish it was a little circular. Does that make it more of a circle? That does. But it's too big now. If I make the outside, is that going to make everything square? Oh, it is going to make everything square. Curses. So that means I'm going to have to go like this for everything else. And we have the same problem. I don't think we're going to get the pupils right, because the ratio is just off no matter what we do. So let's instead focus on shrinking things back down because it looked better smaller. And we'll pull this tears right back into the face. Alright. We make it very small in the center. Well, that's a little scary too. Actually, that might not be too bad. Let's try it like this for a second and just see how things turn out. So 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. We're going to switch over to yellow. Cover that up. We'll lower that eye down. This is horrifying. I love it so much. Okay, so now we need to expand a little bit because the tears come up along the side of the eyes. So it's coming out like that. Big old tears, big old tears. And then over here, same deal. Big tears coming down the side. And now we're looking good, looking good. We pull back a little bit here if we can. Now the white of the eye should be touching the black of the mouth, so maybe I should open this up a little higher. And we push it right up into the side there. And then a little bit up there. And this is suddenly turned into a horror piece. That's the thing about art though, you never know where it's going to take you, what you're going to end up doing. It's a wild ride every step of the way. Now, you know, you say to yourself, I'm going to make a crying laughing emoji, and instead you make the devil. And that's okay. It's all part of the fun. No mistakes, happy accidents. Happy accidents, that's all you get. Happy accidents. Let's get some of this eyebrow action in now. Because we really want to get that going. Good. Yeah, it's like the thicker eyebrow. It looks a little bit better on the canvas. If I switch it up, that's not on a shirt. Okay. Face paint, terrible. I think we're doing good. I think we're doing really good. Let's try working on pulling this a little bit more. Nope, don't want to hit that. We just square things up. It does curve the eyes out. Big pupil or small pupil? Which is the choice? The big one is a little what's the right call? I think big is the call. I need to fix what's going on with this little bit of spillage we got going. If you look on the painted version, why don't you make them 4 squares? I don't think 4 squares is going to look any better. Let me just put a big one on his forehead just to see how that's going to look. Because I believe 4 squares is also going to look quite large in comparison. Actually, I think it's a little too small in proportion to his face if it's 4 squares. Oh wait, you mean 4 squares all the way? Like 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. In that case, it might be better. Let me have a look. And then we cover that. And then let's see what his third eye is saying. No, maybe, maybe, maybe. Yeah, it's not terrible. It's a little big still. If we make it a little smaller, what are we looking like? It's too square. I think I like 3 better. So let me fill this back in. Let's place the color palettes in a second. I think this is pretty okay for now. Well, we can leave it like this. I think, does that look any better? Having it like that? No, we'll just push the blue back out. It might look a little funky, but part of the charm. Actually, maybe just one less at the bottom there would be better. That's a little nicer. Let me then do one less there and one less there. And then that's too much on this side. And so if we pull back and then push out, you know what else actually needs a little bit of touch up? I like that. I think that's pretty good. We could even add a little bit of detailing in the water. Add like a little like shine of light. It's so bad. We'll just keep the blue. But we will play with the color palette and have a look. Alright, this artwork is looking fantastic. What does change color do? Oh wait, can you vote? Oh, you can really go ham. I didn't know color palettes were this versatile. Okay, so I can really get the colors I want then. That's dope. So let's go back to the darker blue, which is actually pretty close to what I want, but instead we go over to here and we're going to change the color of the yellow. Oh, we're still doing the blue. How do I select which? Oh, I got it. Now change color. Fantastic. Okay. So we want this, but we can also then actually, hold on. If we pull this a little bit to the, it's not quite the orange we want, but if we then lighten it up. No, we want to go back to the yellow and then darken it a little bit. And then that's pretty good. That's pretty close. Okay, okay. And then go back again. And over in the black section, change color once more. We go to the orange. And then we pull the brightness up a little bit, but not all the way. Just enough so that it's not quite black. We got like a slightly off black. And we pull the bar darker. And we should be good there. Oh, but now that I've put the brown, the yellow is definitely looking off. Oops, let me redo that. I fucked it. I went ahead and I fucked it. Can you believe me? Alright. And then yeah, okay. And then we change yellow one more time. And we pull it a little bit darker. And that actually already looks much better. Significantly better. I really like that. Okay. So the one thing I want to change is I want it to look more like the eyes are covering the teardrops. So I need to add a little bit more yellow along the edges. So it's not so much like it's pointed up there, but more that it's coming out of the eyes. But it does come along the sides, so maybe I do want it up a little bit. It isn't looking like it's coming out of the eyes though, if it's like that. This might be all I can get though. This might be all I can ask for. Let's leave this for now. I'm just going to call this XD. And we're going to go ahead and put this on that clothesline and see how that turns out. Yeah, let's customize something. Actually, I can customize the fax machine. Hold on. What can I do to the fax machine? I can change the fax? Oh my god, hold on. I got something much better to fax. I'm feeling like I'm feeling like I want to use crying laughing emoji in the fax machine. Now that I know I can do that, holy moly, I should check out some other items and see what else is available on them. Let's pull out my crafting juice. Wonder if I can customize much clothing. I wonder if my other kitchen appliances can get customized. Let me grab the picnic basket. I wonder if the typewriter can get customized too. Alright, we'll grab a whole bunch of stuff and play around with it. I know the mugs can. The mugs look hella good. Can the rice cooker? And we'll take that, take that, and we'll take that, and we'll take that, then we'll take that, then we'll take that. And we'll be back. Now let's push the limits of what we can do. Let's customize. Alright, so what's available? Fact machine, clothesline, and the bench. The bench? Is it just the color? Oh, that's lame. Yeah, I don't care about the bench. How long am I going to stream Animal Crossing for? Probably a few hours. I'll see how I'm feeling at like 11, and if I'm still up for it. If I still got more things I'm doing, I'll keep it up, but if not, then I'll call it there. Okay, crying laughing emoji on the clothesline, or that would be a pretty good clothesline. Maybe make something else for the clothesline. It would be a good shirt to have hanging around. Let me instead, we're gonna fax the crying laughing emoji. I think if anything, you gotta, I really like that idea, because it's like you're sending somebody the emoji, but you're gonna fax it to them. I think that's really cute. So let's paint that up. I customized the fax machine. Well, I'm done for now. Let me go ahead and figure out where to put that. I think, for now, I'm just going to set it at the center of the room. And I have to redecorate the other place now. And I gotta turn this around so I can actually see it. Beautiful, beautiful. We'll just drag it into the center of the room. Let's upgrade my lighting. Much better. I can see that crying laughing emoji really well now. Oh wait, I have a record machine? Hold up. Oh, I didn't realize I had this thing. Let me grab a tune to blast while we go. Alright, it's the Marine song from 2001. Maybe I should make a banger tattoo for my forehead, because holy. Alright, let me refinish this room one more time. But now that I know what to do, we're going to quickly stovetop, 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 stovetop. And on top of that, oops. Microwave. Blender. We'll throw the water cooler down. We'll throw everything down for now, and then we'll just kind of grab it as we go. Oh yeah, I couldn't customize the typewriter. We'll throw it in the corner for now. Rice cooker. Gets a prime spot on the table to fill my void. Picnic basket. Oh, that's to send to my buddy. Let me put that away. We went to a yard sale. We got a picnic basket a lot like that. I'd like to send it to him, which I will make a trip to do in a little bit. Mixer, perfect, that goes there. Knife goes on the table. Anything else we're missing? Picnic, clothesline, and swinging bench. We'll leave that in the kitchen for now. We'll come back for you. Let's get the crying laughing emoji out of the corner of my screen, because that doesn't need to be there anymore. Instead we got this little guy. Alright. So what we're going to do now, we're going to come up with a new shirt. So let's open up our custom designer one more time. And I think I know what the design is going to be. So let's change this design up. We're going to use the fill all, which I did not know I didn't know that was a real tool until just now. With a solid black. And the colors we're going to need, oh, keep editing. We're going to need some orange and some white. We're going to be making a particular logo of a particular company. One which may or may not rhyme with Corn Hub. And I think this would be a really good thing to see on a shirt somewhere in town. So let me actually make sure it would fit properly on the clothesline. I think clothesline needs to be a little thinner. Although it depends how much room we can get in, if we can get the hub. Maybe we'll just do corn for now, and I can change the letter if I need to. We need space for 4 letters. So if we C-O-R-N, the R can be a little thinner. C and O are going to be the 2 biggest letters. O is going to be the very biggest. And so let's say C will take up, let's give it 5. Put a space. Let's throw in a O. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. R, let's probably only be about 4 or 5. And then N would be also about 5. That's pretty good. We're gonna have like this a little bit extra on this side, but let's see how we can do here. So let's start with C. We'll write the corn in. So we'll just do a very big letter for now, loose big letter. That's a good C. O. I'm already feeling like O is too big. Let's shrink it in. We'll tighten up. We'll fill in. It doesn't need to have such a big center. And that means we can actually fix up the problem we're having already involving that side. So let's go ahead and put our R. Pull that R in. And our N. Go right up to here, and we just delete everything. Maybe we should raise everything by 1 so the end fits a little bit nicer. If we do that, though, it might make things a little awkward. Oh, that's good on the C, though. I like having that a little bit more on the bell of the C. And we can even pull up on the R a little bit. Tighten that up and lower that. Pull you down. So we got corn. And next we need the hub. So let me just go ahead and I'm going to pull up another reference image. Okay. So actually, everything else should be lowercase. So we can change this up again. We're going to pull this down and shrink it. Now, it's lowercase, but there's a very high X height on everything. So we're going to pull this up more. And you might also make everything too thick, depending on how much we can get away with. Now, if I want it all to be on the center of the shirt, that's not happening at this point. This is much more of a bigger thing. So we can do this, and we can try another one on the shirt a little later. Let's try this for now, and we can see what we can do. So if we're doing the R, that'd be the R. And then the N is going to be the same shape of the R, but it's extended, and it's going to go out one more than the other one did now. Alright, we'll get that there. And the N will go down like that. Perfect. Corn. And we will increase. We're going to use the same exact size, but we're going to have a little bit more space on here. So let me push that open. And same thing, so the H is going to need same amount of space as the N would. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. H, U, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And then B. I have to make things bigger. These are all quite big letters in comparison. So let's try that again from here. We'll pull into the sides. And if we're too off to the side, that's okay. So H, I said 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2. Oh, hold on. I think it should be okay. That was 7. I can't count. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And then there's 2 and 3. That's too many. It's not 6. So there, 6, 6, 6. We've got the devil's numbers on the page. So that should be pretty good for us. Let me change this so we can get to that. Alright, there we go. That's something coming in now. So let's go over to here. And how many high do we have these letters? We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 10 high. Perfect. Let me see here. This is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 11. We might need to make it 1 bigger so we just have that extra little bit of room. Or even a few bigger. Because typically on the actual logo that we're parodying, it's thicker on the top, sidebars are smaller. Alright, let's try this again. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And then we got 3 up there. Maybe 1 more on the bottom. Or even let's erase 1 up there. We'll just keep it even all the way across. And then we're gonna have the H there, perfect. 1, 2, 3. H starts right about there. And then it goes up, and then down. And I already feel like that's too thick. Now I'm using the N to mark up how I'm doing it, but because this H, because I made the X height so small, there's not much space up here visually, so this H looks quite thick down here, even though it's the same size as the N, but because the N doesn't have that extra little bit up there, it doesn't make this look small in comparison. So we might have to shrink the H down in order to compensate and make it look better. So let's leave it at that for a second and see how things go. Okay, we'll still leave the space. And if we have to pull anything over, we can. U should be pretty straightforward. Again, opposite of the N, we're just going to flip the N. And so, U, hub. And then B. B is pretty straightforward. We need the same tallness of the H. And we're just going to pull out 1, 2, 3, 1. First, let's see how this looks. This might not look good at all. Okay, it's definitely looking like a B. The U is a little thick compared to everything else, but if I pull out the H again, maybe with all these letters it'll help balance and make it look normal again. Yeah, it's not terrible. We have Corn Hub. Corn Hub is looking okay. And so now what we'll do, we have a couple things we can do with this. We can push this out so it matches the edge there, which you probably should do, but then it makes this extra little bit on the... puts a little bit of strain on this side because it's so damn thick. I could pull everything over by one. It's a little tedious to do, but it's probably worth it. But then we're going to have 3 on the other side, which shouldn't be big a problem. Just because the B, there's already all this empty space up here, whereas the H, this is that straight line right down, and that creates this whole big space here, which is looking a little sus if you know what I mean. A little sus. So let me pull everything over by 1. And we will just do that. And we will just do that. I'll pull the black back out. Alright, H. Already that looks so much better. U needs to move, because there's, again, a lot of space there. So let me grab that there, and we will pull you up. We're going to click there, and there, and there. No. Too big. Click there, and there. HU, and the B, that space isn't terrible, but I'm going to just keep it even, because I think that's going to look a little bit better. And we'll grab the spacing for that. And then what we'll have is this big open space for the B again. Perfect. And so now we have this 4 over here, which, you know, it's not ideal, but it doesn't look as bad. I might actually... Now I'm regretting. Now I want everything back on the other side. What I should actually do is let's eliminate this extra space here with the R. Because this R is this extra space in between, which doesn't look terrible because the O is such a round and open letter already. It fills up that visual space that would normally be there, because we got, you know, visually it looks pretty okay. This is a lot tighter, but that's because there's all this empty space here. And this can afford to be a little looser because of there. So a loose space there doesn't actually look that out of place. But if we pull this in, is that too close? Ooh, that might be too close. But then where is the N is off. It's floating above it, and that might bother me. What to do? Well, let's go ahead. This is already far too big for everything else. Let's drag this just a little bit. Throw it over to there. Raise it up, lower it. Okay, let's see. Lower it by 1. I wish I could just move certain sections. Corn Hub. Corn Hub's looking okay. Corn Hub is looking a-okay. And so let's shrink this down a little bit. Pull off the edges. And instead, what we're going to do, we're just going to make it so it doesn't come to the edge anyways. It'll be a little bit smaller than the corn, and it's going to be okay. And so now it's a little harder to notice that the spaces are off because they're even, actually. I don't know what I just did, but we made the spaces even. It's up here that they're not, but that's okay because, again, there's a little more space there. And hell, we could even, because it's a capital letter, we can afford to get a little bit wild with it, you know. You know what I'm about. We're all about getting wild with capitals. and bigger capital evens out the space so it's the same amount on each side. But even then, I think it looks a little visually weird. So let me go back to the small one. I think that was fine. And so now we got the corn hub. And we're just going to call it corn. On the cob. Now that is a good looking design. Kind of. There's some space in there that's a little too high. I think if I was to do it again, I'd pull the corn closer to the hub, and so I'd shrink that space in between them. But I can come back and edit that a little bit later. For now, what I want to do is first have a look and see. Also, I'm very sick of this song. We're gonna turn off this one. Thank you though. We're gonna go ahead. Let's customize, and let's just see what that looks like on a shirt. I have a feeling it's gonna look terrible, because the shirt's such an odd shape. I don't think it'll look good, and it does not, and that's okay. What we need to do is find a way to make it look good. And so what we'll do now, come back to the designs. Oops. We're gonna make a brand new one right next door. We're gonna use that as the inspiration. And we'll start fresh. Now, one thing I want to do while we're starting fresh, next to the black, I want to change color to orange. And the reason I'm doing this is because it was such a pain to be switching back and forth the whole time last time. And so now I can just do black, orange, black, orange, black, orange, black, orange, white. I want white, oh, black, orange, white. They're all here. Right in the same three. And so I could just... Ooh, ooh, ooh. Oh, that's nice. I quite like that. Oh, I like that a lot. Solid black. That's what we're starting with. And so now, what we're going to do to test this out, I'm going to grab the orange, and I'm just going to push to find the boundaries of where we can go. So let's say, actually, I'm going to use, we'll start with red. Actually, red should be on the outside. And so I'm going to assume that all of this is a no-go zone. And we will put that there. And we're just gonna zone this hole out, and we're gonna see how this looks on the shirt. So let's test this first. So we'll zone out some more space. Okay, that's okay. And so now in orange, this is the area where I'm not sure about. I'm like, okay, I think this is probably safe, but I don't know 100%. So let's just pull this up and in. And then we do yellow because it's like, well, a little bit closer. I'm pretty sure this is safe, but just to be sure, let's put a caution. We're getting near the edge. And the green is going to be everywhere else. And then we'll just take this fill so it makes it easy to see. Plop, plop, plop. Red. And red. Okay, and I realize this is uneven on the other side, but you know what? We'll leave it like this for now. Just save it as design pattern. Modern art, ladies and gentlemen. But no, in seriousness, we're just going to have a look. I want to customize something. I want to customize my clothesline. And I want to apply a custom design. Specifically, this one. Alright, so orange was safe. The orange was definitely in the safe zone. In fact, I can get a whole other layer of orange on the right side, and that'll be our margins. So that's okay. We're good. We know what we need to do. So let's go and edit this custom pattern. Change design. So the first thing we realize is that orange could be one more out. This is the nice orange we want to use. Perfect. And so let me on this side cover that in too. Alright, that's good. And then everything else, we'll switch to fill bucket. It becomes black. Actually, you know what? Let me just to marcate this. 1, 2. This is going to be my little dotted line. I'm not going to go past the dotted line. And this should keep me in the safe zone on the shirt. I could just make it even solid for... Yeah, I like the dots better. It looks cute. Alright, so while I work, this will help me guide what I'm doing. And so let's try this again. Smaller this time. So because of that, let's say that's our C, that's our O, that's our R, and that's our N. Corn. And then let's say, we're going to lower this down if we are doing it like this. Just for the sake of this, we'll do H like that, H, U, and B, and this is much simpler, much smaller. It all fits on the center of the shirt. And so, then what we need to do, knowing this, I wish it wasn't so off to the side, but I think it should be fine because it's hanging on the clothesline, so it should look okay. And so what we'll do, we'll just go right to the edge there, and we'll pull this in and highlight everything. Perfect. And the black there. And then we'll switch over. And this is why I regret... Oh, actually, I could go white to the right to the white line, but yeah, it's not. We'll pull this down. And then... Oh, keep editing. Switch over to the bucket. And we got ourselves a nice Alright, so now that we have these established, all I have to do is push this hub over 1 more pixel. And I think I know what the next thing I have to do is. Now let's get this down a little bit. Alright, beautiful, beautiful. Alright. Now I can afford to make this a little bit taller. And if I do that, if I make it a little bit taller, it looks a lot better. So that means I have to increase the C's height too, but that shouldn't be too bad. Looks a little weird if I increase the C's height. This could make up for the space I have though. If I, oops, that's too much. If I do that, and even like, and then this will compensate for that extra little bit of space that I have. But then I need to push everything over to make that work. So then over to here, it's N, R, O. Alright, let's do that first. So N, R, O. And then over here, we push everything else. And we go pulling downwards. Oh, things are coming together now. Okay. Okay. Now the problem is, spacing's a little weird on the hub. So let me pull this up again. A few things we need to do. First one, lower it all down by 1. In fact, by 2, I think. Because we need to pull this in by 1. And so everything else comes down by 1. And we do that, that, and that. And there we go. Corn hub. And now this is when the problems start again. We can afford to have everything pushed one to the right over here. All right. And so then we do that, and that, and then that, and then that, and then that, and then that. And the reason we can afford to do that is because the C is going to fall off a little bit, and that's okay because this lines up perfectly there. And if its C sticks out a little bit, that's fine. And so now we have that, and then we could just pull that off a little bit. And all right. And so what we'll do now, keep editing. To finish this up, we're just going to drag the design, move it, the whole thing, down by 2, 3, 4. We'll try to get it as dead center as possible, and we're just going to take the pen and erase the white lines, and I think we should have a clothesline that we can hang up in the town that'll look very nice when others come by to see it. And so we're going to hit a yes there. And we're just going to call it shirt. There we go. And so we come back over to here. Let's customize something. Clothesline. And you know what gets customized on here? We throw in bada boom, except what's up? Oh, it's a button that's blocking the H. Oh no, I don't like that. Oh, but it looks okay from the back side. So as long as I turn it so the back side's facing out, we should be fine. Perfect. Let's go for it. Alright, I'm done for now. Let's get back inside. Outside, I mean. And we're gonna find a good place to place this down. Now I have a new villager moving in on the beach, and I think this might be what goes with his house. I think it's gonna fit him well. Oh, I have a villager here right now with a donut. Alright, so we'll grab this and we're gonna turn it. Oh, okay, apparently I need more space to turn it. There we go. Oh, I need, that's the button side, so let's turn it twice. And then we'll come over to here, and we'll turn it once more. Pull it back, and then turn it. There we go, okay. Okay, okay. And that is looking great. I think it's time to take a picture to commemorate this event. Let me... I just wish I could, Oh, I can. Hell yes. Hell yes. Exactly what I want. And let's get a filter on this thing. Black and white. I like that. A frame. Oh, cinematic. Cinematic. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, that's what I like to see. Take one more. Open your eye. Open. There we go. He's a fool, closing his eyes on me. So now that we've done that, I got a little bit of late night shopping to get done. A little bit of late night shopping. Oh, actually I gotta head to Town Hall. so we're gonna do some Nook shopping. And what I'm after, it's not special goods. It's some good furniture though. What do I need? I need lights, camera, and action. And a director's chair, of course. One director's chair coming in the mail. I need a double sofa, stat, and I need to get my hands on a couple stage lights. Now, you might ask, what are you doing? And the answer is, I've made the logo. I've got to establish Corn Hub on the island. And so, we need some filming equipment to get that job done. Some studio spotlights. I'm gonna get 2 of them. I have a limit to 5 per day. Well, I'm not getting these today. Apparently not. Apparently it's not happening. Well, I guess it's time to chill for now. Ooh, I can get variations on the bed though. Alright, we'll have to wait for the next day for that to work out. I mean, by the time I'm streaming again, I'm probably not going to be streaming tomorrow, so by the time I'm streaming Animal Crossing again, I should maybe already have the equipment that I need, and maybe even a new room in my house where I can set it up. I don't want to interfere with the kitchen, of course. I'll try and get some more clothes that match my Joker aesthetic I'm going for. Beautiful, I love it. I think everything is looking pretty great right now. So I think, if anything, this is a pretty good place to end this stream. I want to thank you guys all for sticking around, and I will talk to everybody later. Have a great night.